Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World. Today I had a customer order a gift bag that would suit a certain size of a gift card that she had. So I had to go roughly by her dimensions. So this is what I've come up with, just a quick and simple bag. We're getting to the time, we're just having a lot of time to be making too many fruitery things. So this is really simple. The Merry Christmas is from I think it might be retired Word Wishes. I cut the wording out and covered it in glitter. The papers I use are Sweetest Christmas. They're still available. And I just kept it simple. I used some red ribbon from the Real Red and Garden Green pack, which is good. This will all be listed below for you anyway, if you need it. But I've just put a simple wee ribbon holder at the top. I've put a wee bit of Velcro to close it, and inside it will be tall enough for her gift card to fit inside, and it's nicely done inside. And it didn't bother bringing it right up because the closure just keeps it nice and neat, and there's no point, Quick and easy as usual. So maybe it'll be of some use to you, maybe not. Either way, you can go with card or you can go with your paper to save you all the measurements of card, which I find quick and easy. So let's do it. We're going to start with the paste. We're using a different paste this time. It's from the same pack but a different design. So you need it to measure 10 inches by 8 1/4, and we need to do a bit of scoring. So we're going to score the 10-inch side first. And you need to score it, start at 1/2 inch, 4.5 inches, 5.5 inches, and then 9.5 inches. Spin it round and we're going to score it at 2.5 inches and 5 3/4 inches. And just before you leave that, go back round to your long side again. And I know this is going to be really hard for you to see, but go to your 4.5 inch line, and you've scored that, and there's a line here. You can see it going across. So we want to go to 4 inches and score down just to that line. So just to that first score line that goes across there. Go to the other side and you've scored it at 5. I can't even see it myself, isn't this wicked? I wonder if I turned it over. You might see it better. You can see your 4.5 inch one that you did there, and it goes the whole way down. We went over to 4 and added that. So you're actually bringing it out. You have 1 inch here, your 4.5's here, and we want to go out to 6 on that side. So you're scoring to that first score line. You're going in at 4 inches was your main one, and then 4.5 inches was your main one. When you were doing it the full way down, you can see that line goes the full way down. So we wanted to go to 4 inches and down to that first. The other side was 5.5 inches the whole way down, and we want to go to 6 inches but just down to that first mark. And you want to just spin it around and do the exact same in the other. So your 4.5 was your whole way down. You want to go to 4 and just come down to this mark here. Go to the other side, you had the 5.5 the whole way down, and you want to go to 6 down to this mark here. So you've basically made yourself 2 wee flaps at either side. It'll become easier to see when we're doing our cutting. So that's all you're scoring at the minute, and you want to just go in and score those lines. I'm going to use this as my outside, so you decide which one you're going with. And just score them down, and then go into, just be careful, go into the inch one, not the first wee score lines that are going to be your flaps. Go right past that to your inch one. And the same at the other side. You have that central inch That gives you the shape of your wee bag, and just make sure it all lines up. You can go in with your scoring tool in a minute whenever you've your scoring done. So turn it over, and we're going to score this 1/2 inch that we have at the top scored down like that. You'll be opening these up again anyway to do a bit of cutting, so don't worry too much, I say, about burnishing. So now you want to get your scissors, and this is going to be impossible for you to see, but I'm hoping you will. You can see there's the inch one, and these are the wee 1/2 inch ones that we did only up to this line here. Okay, so you can see that happening. So just take your scissors and cut at the outside of that 1/2 inch, and you can see that's that. So we're actually cutting away all this. So cut down, give it a score, and that might help you, and then cut down that line. You could put it into your cutter and run it along there if you felt you weren't going to cut it straight, but you'll be okay. Pull that out, and we're actually cutting this right up to that 1 inch mark, and we can tail that off, and that will help you see it better. So that's what you want to do, is create these at either side. So we're going to cut down this side. You're going right down to where you have that inch. Don't cut this one, cut to the outside of it here, so that you're creating a wee flap for joining your bag up. And then just cut in. And you want to do the same at the other side, so that you're left with these 2 flaps. So you'll have another 2 here, and this will all be cut away. So just continue doing that the same as you did. So that's what you're left with. That nice shape that's going to come up here. You can see where you've cut your wee flaps. They will join onto this and form the basis of your bag. When you're folding these, just give them a wee squeeze before you stick them, even just halfway down. Don't even go the whole way down. You just want it to fold in at the top. So you're going those 2, pushing that in the center so they line up, and giving it a wee press. And you've got that nice wee shape then. Keep these, they'll make lovely tags, even a gift tag to go on this, you know. So you have your 1/2 inch flaps at the top, which you're going to be folding to the outside of the bag, and we want to put 2 holes in those to thread our ribbon through. So get your pencil, put it on the 1/2 inch score line, and it's 3 1/4, but we want to go in 1/2 inch on each side. So just mark a central dot. So you're going in at 1/2 inch, and then you're going in at 2 3/4 inches, and just do that on both sides. So 1/2 inch, sort of central, doesn't have to be perfect, and 2 3/4 inches. And we're just going to punch a hole in those. We're only punching on the outside. Anything that you've changed, you can rub out with your rubber, or anything, any marks, any pencil marks. I brought this one out further than the last one. That one I went in 3/4 inch. I thought it was a wee bit too close to the opening, so I thought I'd change that this time. You're going for central in that 1/2 inch, if you can get it. I'll just rub out. Oops, Velcro sticking to me. This is going to be on the outside of the bag, so you don't want your pencil marks left. So we can make up our bag. Now we're going to put a bit of glue on either side of those. You can use your tape runner, you can use your narrow tape, whatever. Something good and strong, but that's not going to come apart. Just putting this on both sides. And then we'll just line it up so that you get a nice wee finish. Just make sure you're happy before it actually sticks on you. That seems fine. And then you just want to make sure those close in, squeeze either side for you to give it a nice wee finish. So we're going to thread our ribbon through there, and before you do that you should run a wee bit of tape at either side of that, so that when you thread your ribbon through it has something to stick to. And the ribbon, where did I put you? I have 2 strips cut at about 7.5 inches is long enough, I think. So you want that coming through, and then stick it to your side there, still staying in that 1/2 inch so it's not sticking down below or anything. And just thread it through. Make sure it's all sitting nice when you're threading it through. Through that side, and again bring it out and make sure there's none sticking over. You could put more of your tape runner just to hold it, and then go in with your wet glue. Put it right over the top of that just to give it a good hold. And then you just want to fold that down. Make sure it's all lining up, giving a good press. And that will form your first wee holder. So you just do the same to the other side. Add a bit of runner so that it holds your ribbon, thread it through, bend it towards that side. Make sure they all stick, and you don't want them frayed edges hanging out. Bring it across and do the same to the other side. Again, just add another wee bit of runner. It'll hold those wee frayed edges for you. And then just add your glue. Hold it down. Just make sure it's all lining up where you want it to line up. And that gives you your nice wee bag shape. So, just choose which one's going to be your front. And we're going to put our wee closure on. I'm just going to score this. This measures 3 inches by 1 inch, and I've rounded the front part so that I have a nice rounded edge. So you just want to go in and score it at 1.5. Fold it over, and you're going to put glue on the back and leave this one open. That's out of my way. So we're putting the opposite paper out, showing. So the trick is trying to get this in the center. Use the dry side to maneuver about so that it looks fairly central. Just double check before you stick it. It's over a wee bit, doesn't it? Should really mark it. That'll do the job. So that'll be your closure, but you need to add your wee thing. I'm just using half. These are circles of Velcro, and I'm just using half. Sorry, we're getting a lot of sunlight coming through here. Let's see if that helps. Not a lot. So I'm cutting anyway one of these circles in half, and then one of the matching circles in half as well. So we're going to stick this in place. I can get the paper off the back of it. Ugh. Tricky, sticky. So stick this bit to this so that you know you're in the right position. You want it in a wee tiny bit, not right at the end. And then get your other half, the matching sticky half. Goodness, these are so hard to get off the paper, aren't they? Stick that, the Velcro-y bit, to this bit so that it catches, and then you know it's in the right position. So you just want to straighten your bag up. Make sure it's all lining up the way you want it to. And then fold your lid closed. Ugh, you're not lining up very well for me. And there you have it. Give it a good press. And that should be your lid sealed shut. So now you want to decorate it. I've gone with a wee bow, a paper bow just I made. I think I talked my whole way through there with that on pause. I don't know how I did that. But I don't know if you heard that or not, but I used a wee paper bow, and you can get a template online, or you can get a tutorial over on Pinterest. You'll find a tutorial how to make one using your envelope punch board. So I'm going to go with the Happy Christmas in silver, which I had pre-cut. That's why I'm using it. I'm too lazy to go and cut another one. I just have too much to do. So I'm just putting wee dots of this. There's a lovely double-sided sticky sheet now you can get on Stampin' Up, which you could do your die cutting on, and it's ready stuck for you without having to bother with a sticky glue, which I need to go and get at some stage. Trying just to put wee dots, not too much. I don't want it oozing out on me. So, did I put any up on my tea? And I forgot to add the dot over the eye on the other one, which I'll have to go back in and do. So just decide where you want that. I'm putting it kind of at a jaunty position. If you need to, open your purse up, put your hand in so you can get a good press on your letters. So that's good, and just do the same with your happy. This one was happy, this one was merry. So there they go, all stuck in place. Happy enough with it. Perfect size for what this lady needs, and I'd probably use the other one myself, or I'll sell it on, whichever. So it's quick and easy, and it's what you need this time of the year. All the directions or measurements will be in a link on the blog down below. If you haven't subscribed, please press the subscribe button. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. I know it's a bit of an uphill struggle, but we'll get there someday. Excuse me. The papers and everything else that I used will be listed below as well, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all again later. Bye.